Okay, so let's continue with our executive view. Now, this is one of the most important dashboards in this report, and as the name suggests, this page is designed specifically for senior management and business executives who need a quick overview of the company's overall performance. Instead of going into operational details, this dashboard highlights the most important business metrics, helping executives make strategic decisions within a few minutes. Okay, so moving on to filters, just like other dashboard pages, at the top we have the set of interactive filters. So we can filter the report by region or market, customer, segment, category. Then we have the year selector, allowing us to compare performance across different years. Below that, you'll notice the quarter filter. Since I'm currently viewing the year to go analysis, only quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4 are available. You might notice that quarter 1 isn't shown. That's because quarter 1 is the starting point of the fiscal year. So there isn't any remaining period begin before it begins. Year to go is all about looking forward, showing the remaining part of the fiscal year from the selected quarter onwards. For example, if I select quarter 2, the dashboard analyzes the expected performance for quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. Okay, see? So, similarly, if I choose quarter 3, the analysis focuses only on quarter 3 and quarter 4, since those are the only quarters left in the fiscal year. That's why there is no year to date option here. This executive view is primarily focused on future planning and forecasting rather than reviewing completed performance. Finally, we have two comparison modes, that's versus last year versus target. So versus last year compares the selected metrics against last year, helping us understand whether performance has improved or declined compared to the previous year. Whereas versus target compares the current performance against the company's planned business target, allowing executives to quickly identify areas that are ahead of target or required attention. Moving to a KPI cards. The first card shows net sales, okay, which represents the total revenue generated after considering sales adjustment. Then the second card shows GM percentage, and why actually, if you see, yeah, now it's perfect. I need to make sure that yeah, it's visible. It's somehow it's not visible here. Yep. Now you go here. Perfect. Yeah. Now it's visible. So for the first card shows net sales, which represents the total revenue generated after considering sales adjustment. The next KPI shows gross margin percentage, GM percentage. This tells us how much profit remains after covering the cost of producing the products. A higher gross margin generally indicates better profitability. The third KPI displays the net profit percentage, which reflects the company's final profitability after accounting for all operating expenses, taxes, and other costs. Finally, we have forecast accuracy KPI. This measures how closely the company's sales forecast matched the actual business performance. Higher forecast accuracy means better planning, more reliable inventory management, and improved business decision making. You'll also notice the KPI values are displayed in green while others appears in red. Net profit is in red while others are in green, if you see. So green indicates that the company is performing better than expected, whereas red highlights metrics that are below expectations and may require management attention. Okay, so if I, yeah, so key insights by subzone. This visual provides a regional performance breakdown across different business zones. Okay, so for every subzone, we can analyze important business metrics such as net sales, revenue contribution, gross margin percentage, net profit, then there's market share, there's net forecast error, and there's business risk. So this allows the executives to quickly compare the performance of different regions. For example, if one region generates strong sales but has poor net profit percentage, okay, you see, it has generated strong sales but has a poor net profit percentage. The management can investigate whether higher operational costs or pricing strategies are reducing profitability. Similarly, if another region has high forecast error, it may indicate that demand planning or forecasting process need improvement. The final risk column is particularly useful because it immediately highlights operational concerns such as excess inventory. As you can see here, everywhere there's excess inventory or out of stock, enabling faster business decisions. So as you can see now, we'll move on with the PC market share trend analysis here. So this ribbon chart compares the company's market share against its major competitors over multiple years, right? So, for example, so rather than looking at the revenue alone, executives can understand how the company's competitive position is changing within the market. So this ribbon chart is for that. Okay. As you can see, the companies are Atlic, BP, Dale, Innovo, Pacer. So for example, if one competitor consistently gains market share while our company's share declines, it may indicate stronger competition, changing customer preference, or new market opportunities that require attention. This helps leadership evaluate whether the company's long-term market strategy is moving in the right direction. So as you can see here, this is at Licks market share. So in 2022, let's see how it's estimated, how much. See, it's 5.9%, while the company called Innovo is 9.9%. And yep, so the company's management has to analyze why there's this much difference between the market share, right? So this is how the ribbon chart helps the management makes decision, kind of make long-term strategy moving in the right direction. Then moving to revenue by division. So this donut chart shows how total revenue is distributed across companies' different business divisions. So instead of simply looking at the total revenue, executives can quickly understand which division contributes the most to overall business performance, right? So there's like the PC division, there's the PNA, and there's the N and S division, right? So for example, if One division contributes nearly half of company's revenue, which is the PC division, while another contributes only a small percentage. Management can decide whether to invest more in high performing divisions or improve the performance of the weaker ones, right? So that's totally the decision of the management. Moving on to revenue by channel. So this visual breaks down revenue based on different sales channels such as retailer, direct, and distributor. This helps executive understand whether customers are purchasing products. For instance, if retailers generate most of the company's revenue while direct sales contribute significantly less, the business may choose to strengthen its direct sales strategy or continue investing in its strong performing channel of e-commerce or retailers, right? So, yeah, I hope you understand. This is like a very simple, uh, you can say, identifier for that. So, as you see, at Click Hardware, 70.4% is sale is done by retailers, right? And if you see, direct channels are 17.42% and distributors are way less, 12.18%. So yeah, the companies can decide very well now what to do with their strategies looking at these charts. So below here you can see is a yearly trend chart. So this combines several important business metrics into single visualization. So here we can simultaneously monitor net sales, gross margin percentage, net profit percentage, and PC market share, right? So displaying these metrics together allows executives to understand how business performance has evolved over time. For example, the revenue may continue increasing each year, but if net profit starts declining, it could indicate rising operational costs that require further investigation. Likewise, if market share grows alongside revenue, it suggests that the company is strengthening its competitive position within the industry, right? So, yeah. And moving on to top five customers by revenue. So, this identify the customers generating the highest revenue for business. Alongside revenue contribution, we can also evaluate the gross margin generated by each customer. This helps management identify high value customers who contribute significantly to both sales and profitability. For example, if a customer generates high revenue but a very low gross margin, management may review pricing agreements or negotiate better commercial terms. And moving on to top 5 products by revenue. Similar to the customer analysis, this visual highlights the products generating the highest revenue along with their gross margin. This enables management to identify best selling and most profitable products. For example, if a product consistently ranks among the top revenue generator while maintaining a healthy gross margin, the company may choose to invest more in marketing, inventory planning, or product expansion of that product, right? So, if you see footer, there are like, you know, BM means for benchmark, LY is written for last year, EA is excess inventory, double OS is out of stock. So overall, this executive view brings together company's most important business metrics into a single dashboard. So instead of switching between multiple reports, executives can instantly evaluate financial performance, regional performance, market position, customer, and product contribution. This enables faster, data-driven strategic decisions and provide leadership with complete picture of how the business is performing today, while also supporting future planning. So I hope you understand the executive view. I think I have done enough to explain you about the executive view. It was very important for me to explain it to you. And yeah, I think it's good enough. So yeah, we'll discuss about the info and support in the next video if we want to. Yeah, I don't think so there's much to, you know, discuss here. But yeah, support is basically if in this dashboard, if there's like if the executive or the managers have some issue, they will just click on this, provide feedback, add new requests. Yeah, these things are very important when we make a dashboard, right? So I hope you guys understood about my project, about the gist of my project. This took me a lot of time to make, and in this video I've explained like from a presentation perspective. I would love to make a video where I've actually made this project someday. But yeah, thanks so much for watching.